right, John. So hopefully everybody come back in that was coming in. I don't know what was going on. I hope my thing don't fall because I'm having a trouble with my little thingamajigger. But trying to wait till some people come in. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hey, Dragon Queen, hello. I haven't caught you live in a while. How are you feeling today? You look better. I am feeling much better. Still just a little tender in the well, mainly the incision in the belly button area. But I am doing so much better. It seems like every day is even better. So I'm happy about that. Hey Donna. So y'all see the title. I was trying to wait till, more people come in or whatever. But Rhonda has said, I wish I could plant food in an apartment. Honey, you can grow food in your apartment. Get you some grow lights and you can grow right in containers in your apartment. If you want to hand pollinate certain things that need to be pollinated, but keep in mind, like your greens and stuff, they'll grow right under some grow lights in your apartment. At least you will have, greens like spinach and collards and all that type of stuff. You can grow that stuff. And some people, if you have guests, or if you're doing greens, some people may not even know. They might think it's just a regular plant. But there's always things you can grow inside. Microgreens, yes, Donna. Yeah, that's a hard spot to heal. You will get there. Thank you, Dragon Queen. Yeah, I'm a little over. Thursday was 3 weeks post-op, so I am doing a lot better. But y'all, that's one thing I want to talk about. Y'all see the title. So if y'all was in that live stream the other day, that's supposed to be just me cooking, I had to go back and change the title on it because things change. I still cooked in it, but it's the milk situation. If you wasn't in that live stream, go back and watch the live stream, go on the channel, hit live, and I changed it to what did I change that title to? Because I changed the title today. And then you'll be able to see what we about to talk about. That title looks like chemicals in my store-bought milk. Go look at that video, that live stream, if you wasn't in there. So y'all, those of you that was in there saw that when I poured, because somebody had put in the comments and said it must be the milk or it must be the reaction. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I get a lot of people that they do not watch the video, so when they comments, I don't entertain certain comments. Like, why? Because sometimes things be explained in the videos or the live stream be said, and they come right behind and leave a comment telling you what you already done said or did in the video. And it's just like I had one where and then I'm gonna get back on that, where I was literally outside in this video putting diatomaceous earth down, food grade diatomaceous earth on everything. I had somebody to comment in that same video and was like, you should get some food grade diatomaceous earth, it will help. And I'm like, you didn't even watch this video because you missed that. And I done said it so many times in so many videos. So I just kind of overlooked those, y'all, because I can't spend my time, repeating something that was already said and all that. I'll be doing that all day. So this person was like, maybe it's your water or this, that. We already discussed that in that live screen. I tried the hot water out the faucet, and then I tried the water out of the cooler thing, and still the reaction was the same. Ain't no way when you pour milk into a cup, it's white, it looks like milk. But I was making mashed potatoes, y'all. So I have made mashed potatoes so many times in that way. Am I frozen? It looks like I'm frozen. Here we go. Am I frozen?
I'm trying to get to the other side of town.
Y'all, okay, so y'all can hear me. I'm frozen on the screen. Okay, good. I just don't like the fact that, I mean, they be freezing at the craziest, the most craziest thing. So hold on, y'all. At the most for me, okay, it seemed like, okay, it reconnected. It said I'm live, but I'm still frozen. Y'all, let me see. Since I'm frozen, I can't see your comments. So let me go to my phone and try to do it this way, y'all. So okay. So like I was saying, it's a guilty as charged. We just like to look at pictures, but sometimes overlook what is said. Urban Harvest. And so yeah, that happens a lot of times. And you know, we can kind of figure out, we can tell who watched the video, especially when you put up a 15-minute video and in 2 minutes somebody come in saying I enjoyed your video, great video, or something like that. It's like the video 15 minutes long, it's only been up 2 minutes, so you did not watch the video. Or they'll ask me something about the video. I'm like, I'm not finna. So, but anyway though, when I posted the milk in there, if y'all was in that live stream, you would have saw that the milk had a light blue tint to it when you poured it in water. And that is my concern right there. Like, why? So I done seen so many videos, y'all done heard so many videos, so many people has been talking about what look, y'all, I really hate that this live stream I hate that it's the sat here and frozen like this. Like, oh my goodness, I'm trying to stay focused. But anyway, so a lot of people has been talking about and voicing their opinions about the food situation, okay, about what's in the food, this, that, and the other. I already kind of believe something wasn't right, but I am like really like on it now after I have had this to happen, you know, especially with milk. Y'all saw me open it, you saw me pour it and everything. I'm trying to figure out, and you'll never know what's in it. Nobody is gonna tell you, the company is not gonna tell you what's in it or whatever. But let's go back to, most of y'all know I just had emergency gallbladder surgery, okay? That brought something to my attention because I went, and after I had it, I didn't have time to plan for it or nothing. It had to, like, one of them situations, it had to be gone immediately. So when I went into I went on Facebook and I got into this gallbladder removal group, and I'm telling y'all, so many people has had theirs removed and is having it removed. So I started wondering, some people have said it's in the food, now I don't know if that's true. Whatever the case may be, I wasn't eating no fatty stuff like that to make mine do what it did. It just wasn't right. So now I'm starting to wonder, you know, you see a lot of people saying, and have heard a lot of people saying that, you know, things is happening like back to back. So many people is putting things on this, that, and the other. I ain't gonna say those things because I don't want to, you know, take no hit or whatever. But at the same time, when you look at the recalls that we done had in the past couple years since 2020 situation, when you look at some of the issues that people are having that could be avoided, it's not hard to go back. Well, it's easy to go back and look at, you know, what if it's the food. Now, that milk should not have anything. That's like a reaction. You know, you pour the milk in the cup, it's white like milk. Don't nothing look wrong. But then when it hits water, something as simple as water. And I did it in the pan, which was a stainless steel pan, and then I did it in a plastic cup. Either way, you getting that same reaction tells me there's something in that milk. Okay, so the milk went on when I bought it from the store, so it comes from the company. At the end of the day, if you go back and look at all the situations that we done had with the losing livestock, stuff happening with people, chickens and cows and all that stuff, you go back and look at some of the videos and stuff where they saying some of this food is plastic, some of this stuff is not real. There's videos on plastic eggs and all this type of stuff that's been sold in stores. That is chemicals and stuff that is harmful to us. So you eat this stuff, then you get sick, you go to the doctor, you being put on so many different type of medication that has synthetic items and natural items in it. But you gotta look at, I had one doctor to tell me one time, it was about, they kept putting me on anxiety meds. I ain't ashamed about it. Y'all know I'm an open book. So I do suffer from anxiety and depression from a child. It got to the point I'm 36 now, so I was 30, because I remember the doctor said he was the same age, and he said, you're too young to have been on all this type of medication, and it's not happening. And his exact words was, the medication, even if the medication is natural, what makes the medication is a synthetic compound. You know, like you have them capsules and stuff. Now I'm not telling nobody, if you sick, take medicine. You know, I'm not telling nobody to not take medication or whatever is being subscribed. I'm just telling you what this particular doctor said. It's like, the medicine could be good, but it's what's being used to make the medicine into a pill. So you have to look at everything. A lot of people always say, "Oh, even with the garden stuff, it's like, oh, I'm gonna be natural. Everything is organic." Y'all know what I feel about that. If you ain't sitting there seeing what's put in there, you can't say that it's organic. When you say organic, I need the bag, the bucket, or whatever it's in, the container. I need it to be organic too. I don't need it, because if it ain't organic, anything that seep out of that container or that bag just made whatever was in there that's supposed to be 100% organic, it just made it not. So a lot of times we have to look at how people they trying to line their pockets. They don't care about you. They trying to line their pockets. They gonna spray whatever they want on fruits and vegetables, because for one, they are producing that stuff in a large amount. Okay, so they is gonna spray whatever it is that they have to on that stuff. A lot of people knock me. Y'all know since I bought gardening to my channel 2020, I am a Miracle Grow girl. Okay, it just is what it is. So many people knock me for using Miracle Grow, but you gotta look at this. Back home, Mississippi, them older people live to get pretty old, and Miracle Grow is what they was using. Okay, now I don't know if the formula has changed with everything being high and all this stuff, but they have lived eating out of their gardens and stuff. We using Miracle Grow. I had so many people to come at me about that. I continue to use Miracle Grow. Matter of fact, I plan on using some tomorrow if it's God's will, because it's time to fertilize the garden. So Miracle Grow it is. And so many people say something, but then you go and you would eat all this other stuff, drink all these drinks. So if some of you may say sodas, I say drinks. When I say drinks for Cokes and Sprites and all this stuff, you go and eat all that stuff. You eat all these Twinkies, all that stuff, but you worried about somebody put some Miracle Grow on some daggone fruit. I'd rather have that than to have a lot of this junk that we eat, because a lot of this stuff that we put in our bodies is the reason why a lot of us is sick. Okay, so not fully, because people just have health problems and things just happen, but a lot of this stuff could be avoided. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that with the milk, I'm like, you know what? Because that's scary. Imagine I didn't see that we drinking that, we putting that in our body, like, especially right now, I don't need to be putting anything bad in my body, okay? I don't need to be doing it. So this thing would not let me be great today, but all right. So it ain't like it's frozen anyway. So, but anyway, it don't want me. No, what I was finna say. Oh, the stuff that we put in our body. So I'm telling you, if you can grow your own food, whether if it's indoors, if you don't have a backyard, at least grow something. You have to get your rice from the stove. Okay, get your rice, your beans, or whatever. Try to get fresh meat as possible. I mean, I know it's hard. The prices is up on it. And even when you go in the store and you get whole chickens and stuff, a lot of them got hormones and all this other stuff being pumped into them to make them bigger quicker. That's the thing. They don't have time to wait for animals and stuff to get bigger and stuff on their own. They pump them up to make it quicker. Y'all already know when things is being injected into anything to speed up the process, that is not good. It's not healthy. A lot of people come to my channel and they speak biblically. Okay, instead of judging people all the time and doing that, why don't you practice what you preach? Go to the Bible and start eating like they did back in the Bible. How about that? Because you can't sit at both tables. You cannot be on this side and this side, straddling the fence and all this. Let's do it all. Let's go back to the whole daggone thing. Because one thing about it, when I look at the things they ate back then, it was natural things. Man has produced, and I do say man has produced all this other stuff. Because see, man think that he the ruler of the world. No, you're not. They done created all this stuff, and we are all guilty of eating it. I know I am. But at some point, we need to stop, okay? I had a Sprite today and shouldn't even had no Sprite today. All right? I wasn't supposed to have no Sprite, okay? But I had one. I can own up to what I'm saying. But I'm going to stop that. There are so many things. And we can't stop culture where I can. But it was just one of those days. So a lot of cakes and cookies, chips and all this stuff that we know is full of I mean, we can make our own chips and stuff at home. You don't have to have a dehydrator to do that. You don't have to have all these fancy machines. You can make chips at home in your oven. So it's no excuse that I don't have money for all these things. I don't have money. It is called homemaking. There's things you can do at home. You don't have to have all these gadgets and this, that, and the other. Start investing in things. If you want those gadgets and stuff, start investing in them. When you looking at going to get something that's really not that important, say, hey man, I can put that $100 on a dehydrator if that's what you really want. That's what I do. The things that I have, I didn't just go and buy them all at once. I invest. I constantly say the stimulus. A lot of people still asking me, where did I get those buckets? They think Home Depot and Lowe's sponsored me. No. When everybody was getting stimulus checks back in 2020, people were splurging, buying TVs and all that. I was in Home Depot buying buckets and soil. That was 2020, and you see my buckets is still standing. A couple of them probably like them kind of cracked around the top or whatever, but they still standing, and I know I can get more years out of them. That is an investment. That is something I knew was gonna last me and carry me for a while. So it's really no excuses for nobody. Excuses sound best to the one that's making them. That don't mean everybody believe them. Only you. If you living in a house, like an apartment, and you don't have a backyard, you don't have a front yard, all this, you can grow. If it ain't nothing but greens, and somebody said microgreens, you can grow that in containers. They got so many different little things that you can use for nets and stuff like that. I told y'all, food grade diatomaceous earth and Miracle Grow is what I use. You know what I'm saying? Miracle Grow soil got too expensive, so I started using Bigger Row and all these other cheap soils. But when I use those cheap straws, I use my Miracle Grow, whether it's the water soluble or whether it's the slow release, which is the shake and feed. All right. I just, fix up my own soil that way, trying to save some money, trying to do this, that, and the other. Another thing, containers. Y'all will see a video that I did today. I'm not going to get into it, but start looking at a lot of y'all on Facebook. A lot of y'all on Facebook. You can have a Facebook account and don't put no pictures or none on it. Just to have one, just to go to the Facebook market in your area. You can go to different things. Online yard sales. You can find containers and stuff for cheap. Again, if you don't have a backyard or nothing, you can do this same homestead and stuff right in your house, right inside. If you're not able to grow food, then you're not able to grow food. If you have to go, like I've been telling you, like I did that video, and I've been trying to play with it because it seemed like YouTube didn't send it out enough or whatever the case may be. Listen, y'all, I'm giving you knowledge in my videos, but my titling is not going to directly tell you, because every time I do that, it do not go through the algorithm right. It's just how my channel is, how YouTube has categorized my channel. I am a variety channel. So I'm not just a gardening channel. So when I put up something that say gardening, the algorithm don't know what to do. You don't get the notifications. It don't get sent out there. So if you watch my channel, you got to like me and rock with me and know my knowledge to watch the things that I put up. So that's why that video, where is that video I put up yesterday? I ended up changing the thumbnail and changing the title. So now its title was it good? Chow frog and all this. Because I'm going to different produce stands. I went to one today and I did film it. I'm going now to different produce stands, not just in my area. The one I went to today was an hour away, okay? And when I go to them, I ask them, can I film? They have all so far said yes, no problem, to try to give support. You don't know what they putting on their stuff, but I guarantee you it's probably a lot fresher than what's being bought in the store. So if you can't grow your own food and you got local farmers and stuff like that in your area, it ain't even got to be no big farmer. I'm talking people that's doing this right in their backyard or they little land. If they got a couple acres of land or whatever, you can go there, and I'm telling you, it's a lot cheaper, okay? A lot cheaper than this stuff in the store. You can't grow your own food. Just go get you a couple pound of beans or a couple tomatoes or something like that. Bring them home and preserve them. It's still, if you can't grow your own food, you still should be stocking up. There's different ways to do it. I'd rather buy from the local farmers than to go into the stores and buy now. So it's really no excuse for nobody to be saying, well, I can't do it. Sitting down holding your hands is going to make you continue to have to buy the things that they want you to buy. With you buying the things that they want you to buy, then you eating what they want you to eat. So whatever they put on it, whatever they put in it, it's all about lining your pockets. It's hard on everybody, okay? It is very hard on everybody. So these companies and stuff, they have to pay for this fertilizer to come in. They have to pay for these seeds they dropping. They have to pay for stuff just like we do. So if they can cut a corner here and there and ship this stuff out, you got to understand they got orders and stuff coming in from stores, all this stuff. They over there saying, hey, we gotta do this, they putting stuff on and making it grow, and it's not for the human body. That stuff is not, that's going on, a lot of this stuff and in a lot of this stuff is not for the human body. It's not for human consumption. So that becomes an issue. So, I mean, it's just like we hold our hands, and I'm guilty of it too. Y'all been saying I've been trying to do what I can with the situation that, that's going on with me, because I really, really believe that it's an issue, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And when I sit back and look at people doing all this extra stuff that's not even important, And then they're gonna be sitting back hollering and crying and stuff when things get even worse. And then we're doing something to us. It ain't no way we should not be eating from local farmers or our backyard or the inside of our house. It's no way. It's no way. It's not hard to can. It's not hard at all. It's so many videos to do that you can do. It's so many different things. Look, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I told y'all that I had decided that I wasn't gonna can on my glass top because I don't want to bust it. Well, I came up with another way to do it, and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Well, there's a will, there's a way. When my grandma used to always say, well, there's a will, there's a way. Y'all, it's no excuses. I don't care if you have our water bath can. So I don't care if you have the water bath can, pickles, tomatoes, and whatever else that's high in acid that's fine for water bath canning. At least you'll have some food, because I'm gonna tell you, when your stomach get to licking your spine, you don't care what you have. If you have a piece of pickle, it'll probably be 5 or 6 people fighting over one daggone small little pickle. You trying to get whatever nutrient. At this point, your body is in survival mode. So if you allow, you not trying to do what you can for yourself is allowing your life to be in man, okay? To be in man. That's what I'm trying to say. Because ain't no need of complaining, saying, and I'm talking about myself too, saying, oh, this is not good, that is not good. But then I don't want, and then we spending our money. That what really makes me mad is the fact that we spending our money on this stuff. And I can just see them now. They just lining their pockets. They happy about it. Saying, oh, if we drop these seeds and we do this, and these daggone people can't even do. You got to think about it. If you able-bodied and you got elderly people around you, your mama, your daddy, your aunties, your whatever that's elderly, they don't even have to be elderly. They can have disabilities. Those people that cannot go out there and grow food and to do it for them. You can't ask for help if you're a type of person that don't want to give help. So your whole concern should be on your kids if you got some, and I don't care if they grown, okay? They kids, and we all was at a predicament, in a situation. We 20, can't nobody tell us nothing. Okay, at the end of the day, you're able-bodied. That's a blessing. If you're able to go out there and work in a garden or have a garden inside of your house, apartments, townhomes, whatever that may not, or if you live in a region where it's hard for you to grow things because you live where there's a lot of cold weather, right? I have so many videos on here about growing. 2020, I grew whole winter inside. So the videos is there. All right, you'll have to go to the 2020 playlist. The videos is there, okay? Not only me, I'm pretty sure other people grow inside too. A pot of greens will be really, really good to somebody that ain't got no food. You can take them greens and put them on rice, and it will be busting, okay? So the kids go sit there and laughing. Oh, they looking at me crazy every time I say that. But anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do to try to help and prepare for you and your family, or people that's not able to, do for themselves, or whatever the case may be. It's really, really no excuse, okay? No excuse at all. Y'all, I don't know why this dad owns both things, but man. Okay, so y'all say y'all can hear me. Guilty, sure. Okay, I saw that. Let me see. Urban Harvest and Rhonda, you get some of that rain. Let's see. Saying men are a little different though. We like to fast forward to the main point, sift through the extra details. And Urban Harvest, that is fine. I understand it. I'm not trying to beg nobody to watch anything or anything like that or sit down. I know people is busy and stuff, but I'm just saying it's not fair that you want to know something and we take out the time to put the content up and give the information, and then somebody come through and want you, and some people get mad. Remember, some people get mad and like, you don't never respond to me because the information was right there in the beginning. Sometimes it be in the first two minutes of the video, and you asking me this question. I don't have time to sit down and just, them the people I'm talking about. So I feel like if you know you're not watching the whole video, then you may have to Google and find your answer, somewhere else. It's only fair. Fair is fair, because it's hard filming and editing and trying to get, information out and trying to show. It's a lot of work. It's a job, okay? It just is what it is. It's a job. It just is what it is, okay? So I understand, but if y'all saw my comments, if y'all saw my emails, people get mad because I don't respond, and I'm like, the answer is right there, like, yeah. Rhonda said, of course, it's in the food. That's why it's best to grow your own food. Back in the day, people wasn't sick. They grew their own food, livestock. Exactly. Hey, PNG Media News. Thank you for coming in. Rhonda said, we must keep in touch. This is the last days. Exactly. 34 Jazzy, like Daniel. Daniel is from the Bible. Ancestors. Says yes. Trying to say, Mississippi woman, you own it. Hey, I'm just speaking truth. I'm just speaking like it is. Rhonda said, I feel like Noah and the ark when God told Noah to get ready for the... Exactly. Spending money to die. We all guilty of it, because I'm telling you, y'all, after seeing that, that when it really happens to you, because, even if you go out to eat or something, you examining your food, you looking this, that, and the other, but you buy this, and I've been seeing recalls and stuff. It's just like every year it's the same old. And then now you gotta be careful, because the seeds and stuff, everybody was like, you got too many seeds. Why you buying all these seeds? Because I want to get it while the getting is good. Because now it's been like this for months. But I'm just saying, the seeds, you don't even know what's in the seeds you purchasing that. You don't even know how to. It's just so much. It's so much. And you don't know who doing what, this, that. It's just best for us to be as self-sufficient as possible. There are going to be some things we still need to get from the store, but right now it is time to train yourself. I've never been that type to have to eat a certain way, to have to, when I was growing up, my grandma was focused on making sure we was full, okay? Full and, eat healthy. But these days, you got to have a whole full course meal in front of you, or you ain't eating right. You gotta eat this way for breakfast. You gotta eat this way for dinner. If it ain't lasagna, fried chicken, cornbread, and yams, and a whole thing of sweet Kool-Aid, you ain't eating. No, that ain't how it go. What about having you oatmeal with fruit for dinner? That's gonna stick to you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everything is so modernized. I hope I'm saying that right. Now, to where people just feel like, it's got to be done this way. No, your gut is full. You better be happy, okay? Then peas, cornbread, and a meat or whatever, then, yeah, ain't nobody got time. I don't have time to stand over no stove. I can do it. I have done it. But I don't have time to stand over no stove daily. Crock pot meals, throw your vegetables and stuff in it from the garden, some chicken or whatever the case may be, whatever you making, and keep it moving, okay? I'm not finna sit here and do baked macaroni, okay, every daggone week, and I'm putting sour cream, all this cheese, and all this stuff in here. Cholesterol, can you say cholesterol? Because if you make it another way, it ain't gonna taste the same. So ain't nobody got time for that. I don't. So XP says sweet Kool-Aid. You know about that syrup Kool-Aid now. But that's the thing we want, and it just, now is not the time. Like, we got to get back to the natural way as possible. So if you don't do it now, if you don't do it at some point, then a lot of people just cannot complain. That's my thing. It's gonna be bad enough that a lot of people is not paying attention, but more people is paying attention, but it's still a lot of people that's not paying attention. Okay, so all I can do is try to encourage y'all to grow food, try to motivate you, inspire you, or whatever. And like I said, if you can't grow your own food, hit up some of them little fruit stands, them little fruit stands on the side of the road. Hit up some of those. You're gonna pay cheaper depending on where you at. Some people do take their prices up a little high, you know, but you can find some in the areas where, you know, the older people got little fruit stands and stuff up, and that stuff is a lot cheaper. I'll be showing y'all in my area, you know, and like I say, I'm not in my town. Actually, it's not that many stands up like that. I go to more of the country area, an hour, you know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes away or whatever, and I've been getting some good deals on some stuff. So you can do that, you know, go and get you a couple pounds of beans or whatever the case may be, and come home and freeze them, cut them up, freeze them, wash them, cut them up, freeze them.
How's it going, fella? Bad. You too.
Or you can can them, whatever the case may be, and then there you go, you got your own stuff, and you ain't even gotta buy nothing at the grocery store. So there's a way to do it all. Okay. Ron said, I'm here. He said, sweet Kool-Aid. That's why I really been trying to grow my own. Exactly, Urban Harvest. Rhonda said, right. I even been growing some herbs. Oh, okay, yeah. You can dehydrate them and have your own mixed seasonings or whatever. So, yes, exactly. So yeah, y'all, but I am about to go ahead and get off here because this screen is really tripping me out that it's frozen like this. Yeah, I don't know why it did me like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I hope I done inspired, if it ain't number one person, to, you know, pay attention to what's going on and try to do as much as you can to be more self-sufficient. Okay, so with that being said, because I know where I'm at, this internet finna cut anyway, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Keep in touch. Exactly. Rhonda Head, Rhonda Head, sure will. So with that being said, y'all be safe, and I'll see you in the next one if it's God's will. Okay, bye.